Hey guys, it's Ep5 here and welcome back to episode 5 of my Newcastle career mode. Now in today's episode we've got some games to get through. The first match, as you can see, is against Southampton. Also in today's episode as well, games against Crystal Palace and Burnley. Not sort of games that you would say are particularly exciting, usually. I'm not going to pretend that they are. If only there was some way to sort of get past these games. I mean, we could sim, but we're not going to sim. We're going to play these games, and we're hopefully going to get ourselves some good victories here as well. We do have a little bit of time in between the first and the second match, obviously just over a week's time. That's a cup game as well against Crystal Palace, so we'll see exactly how we get on. Looking into the next one, we've also got Palace again, so there's a few sort of kind of games coming up, other than Man United obviously next month, which is quite an exciting one, and then December. Well, this is the December of doom, really. There's a lot of big teams to play in that month, and that could be where we come crashing back down to earth. Also, had a very good start to the season. We are currently just sat outside the Champions League places, and if Leicester City were able to win the league, we can maybe finish in the Champions League. If not, go further than that. Who knows? We'll wait and find out anyway in today's episode. And before we do, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. If you hit 100 likes in 6 hours on this video, then you get yourself another episode out straight away of this Newcastle career mode. So go ahead, smash that button, and let me know if you have done that in the comments section below, and I'll reply to those comments, and I'd really appreciate that too. Let's crack on with today's game against Southampton. This is the team I'm going to go with. It's a 4-1-4-1 formation, which has been working really well for us recently. The usual goalkeepers starting, Yedlin, Lascelles, Lewen, and also Plattenhouse also starting defence. Moreno in front of them, with Sissoko, Amari, Diame, and Atsu in midfield as well. Slimani starts up front by himself. That's the team I've gone with, hopefully enough to beat Southampton, and we do quickly have ourselves an email to take a look at as well, which is that the Jesus Gamez transfer talks are broken down from last episode. No surprise, keeps happening with a lot of different players. Let's crack on with this game though. Let's focus on the Southampton match. If we win, we go second, so massive, massive opportunity for us here. Okay, then here we go for this game at St Mary's. Let's find out how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves a good victory in this match. Obviously, the last couple of episodes we've sort of seen a little bit more inconsistency, but that's kind of what you expect, really. It's Newcastle. You're not really ever expected to win the league, at least not in the recent years anyway. So, yeah, no, that's to be expected throughout the season, but I certainly hope we can bounce back after a loss against Liverpool in the last episode. Hopefully a few more yellow cards as well. At this rate, it seems like we are going to have a few more. Hopefully no reds, though. That's obviously something we need to try and stay away from. Solani playing out to Sissoko. He's had a really good start to his career back in Newcastle for us. It's Johnny alone. He's running up this right-hand side, go for a cross into Yame. Oh, my days. How'd you put it into the sky like that? Just head it down. Unfortunate inside the first 10 minutes. Also got ourselves a yellow card inside the first 10 minutes as well. I anticipate there's going to be a few players suspended in the next couple of games. I imagine there's a few players just not too far away from a suspension. So we've got to be a little bit careful, although suspensions can be quite fun. Charlie Austin turns, still going. Boo foul now. Good opportunity. Oh, thought he scored. Really, really good chance as well. Just put it wide on his left foot. Good chance for Southampton running through. Good save by the goalkeeper out for a corner. Just prevented that one being a goal. There's a close chance though. Got to defend this properly. Can we clear this away? Come on, let's get this away. Is it going to go in? Yes, it is going to go into the front post, kind of, but cleared away by Southampton. Another yellow card there. Second of the game, 30 minutes in. Oh, well played, Diame. Let's break now. Come on, let's get some support from Slimani. If he can keep up with us, Diame going to try and keep going. Doesn't go after the pace actually, but he's just about managed to hold on to it. Can he get the cross in to Slimani? It's not about balling at all. On his left foot, he rockets it home. What a finish. Loses his marker, and Slimani's got himself another goal for us. Really impressive play. Great break from Diame. Wins back the ball initially, and then gets going forward. Cuts back inside. Look at this for a cross. Bit of an unusual one, but the defender doesn't stay with his mat at all. Terrible, terrible defending. Of course, it's going to be Yoshida that does that, and just leaves Slimani to volley on his left foot, and it's a fantastic finish. Never going to save it. 1-0. That's it for the first half. Still won the game 1-0. Obviously a really good first half from us, so happy about that. Taking the lead, and we're looking the stronger of the two teams as well. So impressive first half. Still got to keep going. Make sure not to get anybody sent off, but obviously try and double the lead as well if we can. Hopefully we can as well. Slimani's doing a great job up front by himself. Doesn't really need that much support, to be honest. As long as he's getting a couple of crosses in, then we should be okay. Chance for Southampton early on. All hit the post. Really good opportunity as well. It was past the goalkeeper, but luckily was saved by the woodwork. Oh, look at that pass there into Slimani. What a ball that is from Diame as well. Slimani to shoot on his left foot. saved by the goalkeeper. Sissoko follows up, but never going to get it past him there. Fraser Forster with a good save from Slimani's strike. Really good switch of the play from the right hand side to the left, and from there we just put a lovely ball through from Diame. Great football, and can we try that again? It's another pass, this time to Sissoko. Sissoko goes for the cross, good ball in. It's now 2-0. Amory gets the second. That's fantastic football again. Really, really good spell of attacks actually in this early sort of first 10 minutes of the second half, and it's Amory this time that scores the headed goal, and it's a lovely delivery that is from Sissoko. No stopping it. Slimani involved in the build-up play yet again, and just creates his second goal for us. A really, really good play, and fully deserved based on the way that we started the second half. But look at that pass, cuts right the way through their defence, and you're not going to stop those sort of balls into such a dangerous zone as well. 2-0. Ball through to Atsu on the left-hand side. A good chance for him to try and cross into Slimani if he can. Look for the ball into Slimani. Oh, goalkeeper beats him to it. Does a good job as well. Atsu might have to try again if he can. We'll fake shot this time. We go for the right-footed one. Slightly different angle, but again headed away. Back in for Sissoko, who's still going. Going to try and manoeuvre, but again intercepted. And Sissoko's lost it. Let's make some changes. 15 minutes left. We've been playing some good football, so we are going to try and freshen things up. A few players getting a little bit tired because of the sort of passing that we've had to do, a lot of running in midfield, so we'll make a couple of changes. All three changes now. We're going to take off Plattenhart, Moreno and Diame. We'll bring on Manquillo to play at left back, John Shelby as our holding midfielder, and Murphy as our right mid now as well. Sissoko comes into midfield to help out, with Diame going off. Similar sorts of players, those guys, who can just sort of play that really sort of strong, physical role in midfield that we need to try and win back the ball on the odd occasion. So yeah, 15 minutes to go. We're going to try and keep hold of our clean sheet, and also, if we can, try and add a third. Atsu brings that one down really well. Gets past the fullback. Still going here, looking to beat as many players as possible. Still going. Atsu going to go for a cross. Can he pick out Slimani, or is he offside? It's 3-0. It should be anyway, and it is. We've got ourselves the third goal. I was hoping we managed to just about stay onside, and we have done. Slimani gets himself another one, and he'll celebrate right in front of the Southampton fans. 3-0 now. Great delivery from Atsu, but it's a really, really good counter-attack as well. It doesn't really take too much to beat Southampton, I don't think, especially their defence doesn't look great. When you've got Yoshida as your captain, it's never going to be good, is it? You can just see here, he's not even marking Slimani, he just leaves him all by himself. And they can head into the back of the net. It's 3-0. 9 goals for Slimani now in the Premier League this season. Really, really good start for him. Good chance. Oh, thought we'd lost the clean sheet there. Really good opportunity for Southampton. Now I'm going to try and play away at the back, because that was a really good response from conceding a third. Go on, John Joe. There we go. Now, what a way to introduce yourself onto the pitch. Being on 10 minutes. Gets himself a nice little yellow card there to finish off the game for us. To be fair, I was going for the ball, but he just played a little bit quicker than when I got there. Classic excuse. That's it. Got ourselves a 3-0 victory. Got ourselves the 3 points, of course, as well as a clean sheet. So really impressive stuff there. Kept it tight at the back. Never really looked like conceding. Maybe they had 1 or 2 chances, but nothing major, really. This chance there was a really, really good one. I think I was quite late on, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they had 1 or 2, like I say, but they never really felt like they were going to score. Didn't look clinical enough. We have been clinical ourselves, so we've just had a few more shots on target than them, despite them actually having more shots. But we scored 3 out of the 5 shots that we had on target, so pretty clinical. The player drills this week see Moreno go up to 78 overall, so he's starting to increase a little bit now for us. Looking really, really good. Obviously, we've seen Lascelles go up last episode. Hayden's not too far away from 75 overall now. But nice to give him a bit more game time, and he probably will actually play this game against Crystal Palace. Again, not really one of those sort of exciting games that stands out from the fixture list. I mean, it could be one of those sort of matches where it's quite surprising and actually it is quite an exciting game. Wanting a little bit more now, this is much better play into Gibson. Or it could be one of those sort of matches where you just want it to end. We'll wait and see which game we get. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But looking forward to a cup game here against Palace. It's in the Carabao Cup as well, so one that we are trying to get some sort of cup run going in. Transfer run here for Curtis Good from some foreign team. Is it a Turkish team? I'm not really too sure. We're just going to accept it, try and get rid of him. Anticipate that talks will probably break down at some point, but we'll just accept it anyway. Okay, so this cup game now against Crystal Palace. This is the team going to go with. Dubravka starts in goal for us. Manquillo at right back, Llewellyn and Clark at centre back, Gibson as our left back. Bringing in the youngster here for a little bit of game time, see how he gets on. Kennedy, Shirley, Hayden, Ritchie, Perez and Gale make up the rest of the team as well. So a changed team, but still hopefully good enough side to win and get through into the next round. This is the bench that I've gone with. Again, quite a strong side on the bench. Plenty of options just in case we need them. Let's crack on. Can we get ourselves through into the next round? Can we have a fairly entertaining game? Let's see. Okay, here we are at St James's Park for this game against Crystal Palace. My main concern is that we've put out a cup team that they haven't, I don't think. Christian Benteke starts up front. We don't have a particularly tall defence, I don't think, so that could be another issue for us. We've got to try and prevent some crosses. We were going to put in Bemba at the back, but because I suspected Benteke might start, we didn't actually put him in this team, and we went with Loen instead. So hopefully that's going to work in our favour. We'll have to wait and see. Not really too sure exactly what to expect, but they do have a lot of good players starting here at Palace, so this could be a tough game actually. Wilfred Zaha, we've got Raphael, who we've recently signed as well. Zaha running through, we had to block that. Townsend on the other side going for crosses as well. This could be a tough game. Plenty more yellow cards to be picked up, hopefully. Manquillo into Jonjo Shelvey. Looks to try and keep possession here. We have done for a little while, actually. Kennedy now going to go for a cross into the middle. Jonjo Shelvey follows up. It's 1-0. That's fantastic football. We've kept it for so long there. And it's Jonjo Shelvey that scores. I mean, he's the one on the edge of the box initially trying to create this build-up play. You can see here he just follows up his pass. Look at this for a run in the middle. Pillars in the box and smashes it home on the volley. Not too dissimilar to the Slimani goal we had in the last game. Obviously a little bit closer to goal and a little bit of a different angle from the cross, but really, really good nevertheless. Great finish and good little play as well from Jonjo Shelvey, who's getting himself in there for some goals. Kennedy on the left-hand side. Can he pick out Matt Ritchie at the back post maybe? You can. Oh, was that saved? Or was that just a bad header in the end? Because Matt Ritchie should score that. And I think it might just... It's a bad header. Oh. Really poor connection in the end, sends it off miles the wrong way. Should really have scored or at least got it on target. Considering we're not really playing many tall players, we're actually having the better chances from crosses at the moment. I might have spoken too soon as they will try and get some crosses in here to Benteke. Oh no, good chance for Benteke. Equalises literally their first shot. And it comes from a bit of a mistake from us where we don't quite play the pass right in the forward spaces. So we're actually on the attack here. And the next minute we've played it back to Crystal Palace and a couple of passes further forward that opened us up massively. And it's a situation where I think it's 2v3 in our favour. And we don't manage to win and we don't manage to overcome that. And sadly, Benteke scores. Again, like I say, I think it might be the first shot on goal. So really frustrating if I allowed that to happen. But you can see 2 attackers versus 3 defenders. And he snuck that one in the bottom right-hand corner. Shouldn't happen, but it's 1-1 now. Manquillo coming inside to Matt Ritchie. He's going to try and turn and cross here. Good delivery. Good chance for Kennedy. Heads it wide. How has he managed that? Such a good opportunity as well. He's onside, but that's terrible connection. That's to head it back across, surely. Should do better. Should be at least 2 and upper. Look for a ball over the top here to Dwight Gale. We've not really had a chance to see his pace, but we have done here. He wins it back off Tompkins. Dick Gale to shoot, and it's off the post. We'll take that. Off the post and in. Dwight Gale's done it. And he's made us restore our 1-goal lead over them, our advantage, and put ourselves back in front. It's really good play for him just to win it over Tompkins. And it's a good little finesse as well. Just about sneaks it in. It's a close one. Thought he'd missed for a second, but he scores for us. Hasn't had that many goals, I don't think, Dwight Gale for us this season so far. Not played many games, of course, but we have given him a couple of chances in cup games and the odd match. But yeah, needs to try and improve, I think, for us. That's it for the first half, still in the game 2-1. Quite a competitive game at the moment. So Crystal Palace certainly going forward and looking a bit of a threat, quite lively. Not having that many shots at Palace. They're actually just getting the ball into good areas and not really doing too much after that. So we've got to make sure that continues. But it's ourselves we're going to have to try and focus on, try and make sure we're a bit more clinical because we could be another goal or 2 in front here. Perez, look for that ball over to Dwight Gale. It has to be a goal. Go for the chip. Oh, I thought he'd scored. Oh, I thought he'd scored. It's just on top of the goal instead. Really, really good play. Fantastic little ball over the top there from, I think it was Perez with the pass. Opened them up nicely, but didn't quite have the finish right. A couple more inches lower needed to be. All 3 changes now. Murphy, Hosselu and Dummett all going to come on. We'll take off Kennedy, Ritchie and Perez and give those guys a rest. Gibson will move over to players like a left mid for us. Hosselu going up front with Gale just in behind him. And we'll see how that goes now with Dummett at left back as well. 12 minutes left, so not very long, but an opportunity to give a couple more players a bit of a chance. It's maybe a bit of a risk at 2-1. It's not like we're miles in front or anything, but I think it's important to try and give a few other players a bit of an opportunity. And I thought we were going to get to that first, and that is a bit of a risk. Now it's 2-2. I obviously saw the player was there, but I just thought we were going to get there first. Obviously that's not the case. 11 minutes left, and we've taken a couple of key players off, and Crystal Palace just equalised there. Obviously I saw that whoever it was that won back the ball was there. I think it might have been Benteke, not too sure, but I saw he was there. I just thought our right back would beat him to it. Clearly not. Should have just gone long, but there we go, 2-2. Hopefully not an error that costs us going into the next round here. Gibson intercepts really well. Good little bit of play. Oh, nearly got that pass right as well. Wanting a little bit more now. This is much better play into Gibson, who scores. It's 3-2. And a couple of minutes later, we've done it. And guess who it is? It's the 20-year-old Gibson who's starting his first game for us. Moved him into the left mid position. He won back the initial pass. There was a sloppy one there from the Crystal Palace defence. And he runs through on his weaker side and scores 3-2. We're back in front here with 7 minutes left. Great response. I don't know what Townsend's doing in defence, but a little bit all over the place was the Crystal Palace back line there. And as you can see, we've capitalised from it. Really, really good response. 4 minutes after Zaha scored and equalised for them. Back in front in this game. Can we hold on now? Not too much longer left. They're going to throw loads of players forward. And it's going to leave them quite short at the back. Maybe we can capitalise from that. Dwight Gale now trying to run through. 4 players to beat. We're just going to shoot from range. Not a bad strike as well. One as a corner. I'm happy to just go short here, to be honest. There's no real rush. We can keep it in the corner as well if we choose to. That'll be fine by me. Murphy there with a good pass into Gibson. Gibson now into Dwight Gale. Gale, was looking for John Joe Shelvey, but pass was a little bit over the top in the end, and we'll happily go in as hard as we want them on them now. Got to be it now, ref. Got to be it. Can you blow your whistle, please? Got to get ourselves into the next round. Hopefully we can still do that here. Yes, we can. 3-2. We're into the next round. Really, really good performance. Great victory as well. Delighted to see that we managed to just about get ourselves the 3rd goal very late on there. We were pushed by Crystal Palace until the end, and I thought that mistake was going to cost us. It didn't, luckily, and we got through and beaten them. Impressed with that. Obviously disappointed to concede 2 goals, but sometimes it happens. Changed team as well, so impressed from that side of things. And for most part of the game, we kept Benteke quiet. He had 1 chance and scored it, really. So impressed. Dwight Gale, good performance as well. So yeah, can't really ask for too much more than that. We had 3 shots on target and scored all 3 of them. So very, very clinical when we needed to be. Maybe a little bit lucky, you could say, as well. But ultimately, got ourselves through into the next round and continues our little bit of a cup run that we've got. On to the final game of today's episode now against Burnley. I'm happy to go with the exact same squad that played the game against Southampton in the first game of today's episode. So no changes to that team, same formation, same bench, same everything. Very impressed with that performance there. So we're just going to go with the exact same team. Let's see how we get on. Big game against Burnley. If we win, potentially top of the league. Let's have a quick look whether we would overtake Huddersfield, who are at the moment top. Unbelievably, we would overtake them as well. So if we win, we go first. That would be very, very surprising. Huddersfield would be second. Really crazy top 2 that would be. Let's find out first whether we can beat Burnley. I'm expecting a tough game. They'll play 4-4-2, I imagine. Hence why we've gone to try and pack the midfield a little bit and support the defence when we can. So let's see how we get on. Okay, we go for this game against Burnley. Tough team. They've obviously done really well this season in real life. I'm not so sure exactly how they're doing on the game. Didn't quite see actually on the league table when we checked. But yeah, I'm looking forward to an interesting game here. 4-4-2 is always an interesting formation to play against. Depends how deep they're going to sit. Seems like they are going to go fairly deep, but we could break them down quite easily. Let's wait and see exactly how this game plays out. Yeah, Lynn, really well played. Gets past Charlie Taylor, waiting for the right run here. And that, couldn't quite find the pass to the right of him. Diame still keeps it. Moreno now going to play it into Amory. Slimani looking for another pass. Moreno to shoot on his right foot. Was never really going to go in, I don't think, but we'll take a corner. Zoko look for the front post. Can we find that? Lascelles for a flick on. Will it dip? Certainly on target. Saved by the goalkeeper. Look out for a ball through to Diame. It's a chance now. Brings it down his left foot. Saved and doesn't quite find its way on target. What is going on there at the back? Needed to make up the mind whether the goalkeeper was going to come for it, whether he was going to clear it. In the end, of course, he couldn't pick it up because it had been a pass back. Going for Sissoko without that pass. It's a great ball into him. Can we find Slimani? Just shrugged off it. Good defending, but actually a corner in the end. Sissoko again, look for the front post as we always do. There's a few players there, and Lascelles with a bullet header, but saved by the keeper really well. And then a less so bullet header. Easily saved. Over to Atsu. Atsu going to go for a cross, or actually makes the guy by accident. I go for the shot and defended onto the bar, sort of trying to clear it away, but nearly scored an own goal at the same time. I mean, I have no idea literally what's happened there. I was trying to cross it, and we ended up mixing the defender somehow. No idea what went on, but we nearly scored, that's all I know. And we probably should have done as well. It would have been a very fluky one if it went in, but still remains 0-0. Approaching half-time, being the better team so far. Neither side's having loads of chances, but we've just about edged it, I think. Half-time, 0-0. Let's go with the second half. The first half's been okay. It's been certainly in our favour anyway. We probably deserve to be about a goal in front, I'd say. Hasn't happened just yet. Got to try and make sure we're pushing in to get that opening goal. Otherwise, it could end up just being a 0-0. We don't want that. Good chance. Held on to there by the goalkeeper. 30 minutes left of the game, still looking for a goal. Hopefully we can find one. But Burnley probably coming into this game a little bit more in the opening stage of the second half. Still hoping that there's going to be more gaps opened up, though, as they get a little bit more tired and that formation sort of starts to get pulled apart a little bit more. Well played, Amory's won it back. Samani waiting for a little 1-2 there. Amory to shoot. Oh, it's right at the goalkeeper. That should have been the one. And unfortunately, it's not quite good enough finish there for Ari, who goes through really well with that little 1-2, but can't do enough in the finish. And a chance to go forward yet again for another mistake. Amory going to try and pick out Sissoko this time. He's got past Nkudu for now. Sissoko wide again. Should do better. Really should do better. Good few chances. About 20-25 minutes to go. Haven't yet brought on any subs. I'm pretty happy with the team that got out here. I do feel like it's got a goal in us, but haven't quite got it yet. And we nearly did there with that deflection. And it's going to go out for a corner. Come on, let's make this the corner that we score from. We're going to play it short into Atsu. What's his left foot going to be like? It's not bad, but can we connect with it? No, cleared. Bring him down. That's more like it. That's the sort of challenge we miss this game. Go right the way through to 4. And will that be a yellow card? I certainly hope so. Who's it with the tackle? Is it Yedlin? Yes, there we go. He doesn't pick up many yellow cards. Nice to see him get one. First change, Murphy on. We're going to take off Diame, who's struggling really for a little bit of energy and pace in this game now. Sissoko will come inside and plays a midfielder with Murphy on the right-hand side. Just adding a bit more pace into the team. We'll see how that goes. Final 15 minutes. Hopefully going to cause Burnley some issues down the right-hand side. Still looking for that moment of magic, really, from somebody to be able to get ourselves the opening goal in this game. At the moment, we're going to be dropping 2 points, which isn't ideal. It's a good chance for us to go top if we could win this. And passes like that's not really going to help us. Good ball in. Good chance. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Never anticipated Sissoko getting the end of that. He just seems to out-jump the defender by a mile. And we nearly scored there yet again. And with these last couple of chances that we've had, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed to draw this game at this rate. Because we have had some really good opportunities. Obviously, Burnley a good side, but we've created some great chances, just haven't quite got the look from the finish or the clinical ability going forward. I suppose that's going to be what drops us points this season. We don't have a Sergio Aguero up front, as nice as it would be. We don't have those sort of strikers. We've got more different players up front, more physical players anyway, who aren't sort of on the same level, quite obviously. So that's probably what's going to prevent us from getting in the Champions League places. But certainly very happy with how we've got on here. Like I say, just need to be a little bit more clinical, but that'll come when we add more quality into the team. Only made one change in this game, but the rest of the place seemed all right, to be honest. And sadly, we haven't got ourselves the victory. Dropped 2 points, just a draw here against Burnley. Missed our chance to go top as well, which is a little bit disappointing. But again, you're going to drop points, like I said before. We don't have the same sort of quality players as the other teams around the Champions League positions, and so we're not going to be as clinical as those guys. But yeah, ultimately very happy. I think by the fact that the highlights reel is mainly the goalkeeper making saves at Burnley, probably tells you how the match has gone, really. It's been in our favour. We've been the better of the two teams. 10 shots, 6 on target. Burnley, 0 shots on target. There should have only really been one winner there. Didn't happen for us, unfortunately. We'll move on to other games, though, and hopefully pick up more points next episode. So after that game, we are in 6th position. Everyone else has played another game, though. So if we do win that, well, that'll take us 3rd place. So obviously now we're starting to find ourselves a little bit more in this league and find exactly whereabouts we're going to finish. Still got some big teams below us. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea all there. West Ham beneath us as well. So really sort of mixed this table up this season for some reason. Don't know what's going on at the moment, but at the moment we have Everton, Stoke and Huddersfield all in Champions League places. And Tottenham as well. Maybe a little bit less surprising, but Man City also just 1 place above us. Very, very strange start to the season, but I'm sure things will get ironed out as the season goes on. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you do hit 100 likes within 6 hours, then you get yourself a bonus episode out straight away. So another episode of this Newcastle career mode. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead, click that button as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. I'd really appreciate that. It's just one click of a button, and it would be great for you guys to do, because obviously you get to keep up to date with all these episodes when they come out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GamefaceHD and on Instagram at GamefaceHD as well. The links to that is in the description below. Really, really simple. Just click that link and you can follow me there. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and goodbye.